Okay, so welcome to the Chakra Hunt segment of divination and channeled messages, where this particular part I use tarot cards and I use divination, this love journey of love divination. The overall arching energy today is you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Okay, now I know we're always exactly where we are supposed to be, but we might not feel that we are, right? So this is just a message that you have received because it's a confirmation. Please also note that because this is a collective reading, if you do want a personal reading, it's going to be very personal to you. You can email me, but this is very, very general. So only take what resonates and try not to make things fit where they don't fit, right? Okay, so the first card was the Two of Earth that I got here. And here there's a lot of grounding that is needed for you right now. Like right now, as things are like doing this, ground and be in the center of this energy that you are perceiving. So as things continue to unravel in your world, do not be consumed with this energy or this approaching energy, this abundant approaching energy with old ways. So you need to learn new ways of learning how to receive yourself, because ultimately all the work you are doing is to be able to receive love. And through receiving love, you are receiving yourself and understanding the importance of your existence here on this earth plane. So I'm simply here to remind you of your importance here. The next card is the Eight of Water, which is abundant of emotions. So you are probably experiencing a lot of emotion all at once. It's like almost like that movie, here, there, everything all at once, something like that. It's amazing. Watch it. The thing is now, your focus with all this energy that you're receiving as you're learning how to alchemize, the important thing is that you need to start focusing on the highest vibrational point. So on the sliding scale of love is fear at the bottom and then joy and peace at the top. Your purpose now is to focus on everything that is peaceful and joyful. And when you are met with fearful energy, then you know how to alchemize it. So the two questions to keep asking yourself is, what would joy do in the situation? Or what would peace do in the situation? The next card is the Ace of Earth. You are entering into a way of being, either through platonic, romantic, business, and pleasure that aligns to your most highest perspective right now. So receive it because it is safe to do so. It goes and confirms the other message in the beginning that was just saying that you are doing the work, you're already here, and you need to just ground. And simply, this is all about, as you are revolving, what I'm getting now is this image of the at a casino when they're turning the table and the ball, and you're trying to focus not only intuitively, but you're trying to focus on the number that you want to put for the ball to hit so that you can hit the jackpot. So it's almost like you're about to hit the jackpot, and your timing, what your soul is ultimately doing for you right now is it's being patient so that you can hit the jackpot. And you need to just wait and be patient. And through this process of being patient is about you grounding and then focusing on the energy of the highest vibration that is coming, so that you can receive this jackpot, that you can receive the winnings that are rightfully yours. It's going to happen. There's nothing that you have to do out of the old ways but to take inspired action. So what would joy do and what would peace do? And then as you are receiving this new relationship that is coming about, it is really safe because you have set your boundaries too. Okay. Then we have the 10 of emotion. You have gone through major transformation, or you are going through major transformation, right? And through this transformation, what was before isn't what you see ahead. You can't really see, but it's almost like a fish. It's almost like a fish bait right now, and you don't know through this fish bait, are you going, is it fly fishing, Are you going to be fish because you need to be cooked? What basically the source of this, where is it going? Because just like not every single tree is going to bear fruit, okay? But that's why comparison to other people is a waste of your energy and time. You have to focus on understanding what type of tree are you, right? So through this path of transformation, you got to bring along a lot of kindness to yourself. You got to bring along a lot of forgiveness to yourself and a lot of patience, because this is your shield in this new way of being, in this new way of being able to receive yourself through softness, kindness, forgiveness, and patience. Kindness to yourself, honoring your boundaries, not doing things out of feeling bad for people. Forgiveness to yourself. When you see that someone has done wrong, you immediately put them in jail, free them, but then also honor that when the time comes for you to be able to share your truth with them, that you honor that too, right? But in the meantime, protect your boundaries and observe within the focus of joy and peace. And then patience. Patience, I remember someone telling me, I'm going to completely shift it a little bit, but it's around this aspect of patience is basically, okay, no, I've forgotten what that was. But when you are patient, or when you are rather impatient, you are expecting things to work out the way you had thought it would as you saw the fish bait. Okay, now I want you to imagine yourself as a fish. You're in the water, you're swimming, and you're enjoying yourself. And release yourself from what the outcome is going to be once you see that fish bait, right? Ultimately, at the end of the day, I know this might sound like doom and gloom. We're all going to die, right? Now, the journey of how we're going to die brings us back to life in some way or form, because there's always reincarnation happening now. All of this is happening right now, okay? So be intentional with everything. As soon as you come into the water, what is your intention? Joy and peace. What is your intention through your tasks? To only take inspired action. Then we have 5 of action, which confirms that you need to change. The word I got was the modus operandi. Modus operandi. I completely butchered it. I was like, how did I say it now? Modus operandi. Motus operandi. I don't know. I said something that was just, but I went and I had to just Google that this is what I have seen back in the past. So basically, you need to change your techniques. If you see a sign that says pull or lean into. So if something is right now, if something is pulling you, lean in, don't resist. If you're pushing it away, then you're opposing that energy, and as you need to come closer to it, it's going to feel like such a distance. Whereas you can shorten the distance by simply leaning into, right? As soon as you're being pulled and called into inspired action, take that inspired action. Honor the God of love versus the God of fear. Decide and lean in to this new way of being coming into your path right now. Basically, take the least path of resistance, okay? Then we have the guardian of thought. What came through the meditation here was becoming more protective of who and what you engage with. Some energies are, what did I write here? So some energies are causing an overdraft in your energy bank account. Okay. So silence is going to be golden for you right now to use as a tool to not move the old way that you have been by bending over backwards and people pleasing. Okay. So as we see here, your body's going to start reacting a lot to this overwhelming energy that you might be feeling. And as you're picking this energy up, it's helping you to stabilize and ground by bringing in kindness, forgiveness, and patience, and by focusing your energy on joy and peace, and being intentional about it. So those are kind of like the things. Be intentional. Focus on the energy in the beginning of the day on peace and joy, so that you can take inspired action and bring along with you as a shield to protect you kindness, forgiveness, and patience. Okay, so those are the three most important things within this reading too, because as you already know, you are exactly at the right place at the right time to receive this information, because this is going to inspire something else that you need to take action with. Okay. So watch who is stripping off your energy. A great practice to do is any meditative like practice that allows you to ground your energy so that you can recalibrate the nervous system from fear to a state of safety, and then the mind from survival to safety, and then the mind from fear to love. Okay, so once you've done practices, whether you've exercised and you've received dopamine, or was it releasing dopamine? You're receiving that opening, because once you have that energy of calm and being grounded, then you can become more attentive of who, what, and where adds to your energy, adds to this peace and joy, or strips off of your peace and joy. Okay, so it's very important to become more attentive by going into more meditative and restful states of being, and not doing the typical things that you used to do. So pay deep attention. Energy never lies. Okay, so 4 of action. So right now you have laid your strong foundations, or you are laying your strong foundations. And now it's time to rest and allow the pillars or the walls that are about to be built, but not through the way that you've always known. Because the way in which you have been doing things is of the old pattern from the wounds. You are at a healed stage, or going through a healing process, where now what needs to come forward can't be known in the way or reproduced in the way you used to. So it's completely new. It's like trying out a new food that you never knew existed. It's like listening to music that you've never listened to. It's traveling to a place that you've never traveled to before or even heard of as an option. So allow new. Just allow new in your life. Basically, what's coming in cannot be put in the old way. Okay, so it just confirms that. Take only inspired action. If it doesn't feel good to do that action, then you're going back into typical ways where you're going into survival mode, and you're going into fear mode, where I have to do this because you're fearing something, because you've allowed the God of fear to take over. Allow the God of love, peace, and joy to take over in your life. Learn that practice. So the numbers to work with: 2, 8, 1, 5, and 4. Maybe 2, 8, 1, 5, and 4. When I added all these numbers together, the different cards, what came up is the number 25. So that might be significant to you, and that adds up to the number 7, which is a very spiritual number as well. So maybe you're working with the number 7. Work with that. And then the last card are boundaries. You have your boundaries, or you're working on your boundaries. Set them with kindness, with forgiveness, and with patience. Set them, protect yourself, and you have done that. You have set the right ones, and you have mastered discernment. So this one is the cloak, and I'm just going to read the oracle message from this one, and then we are done. The message that this oracle brings to you, the message that this oracle brings to you is that you can safely release the forms of security that you once held. You do not have to abandon your boundaries with others. Rather, your boundaries are so functional that you can enter into relationships with more openness, more trusting that your boundary will naturally assert itself when necessary, giving you the connection to yourself that you need and when you need it, without having to withdraw from relationship entirely. It is time to trust your own boundaries and practice letting them help you whilst actively engaging in deeper relationship. You'll have fun. Okay, so once again, if you want a personal reading, please email. You'll find my email down below. And Yami, you just remember through this reading that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Always, always, always. So trust that. Instead of asking the universe, God, whatever is you look into and up to from the highest perspective, is just show me what I don't see. Ask that question. Show me what I don't see. And allow yourself to be open to new possibilities. Okay? Sending love.